السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري ويسر لي أمري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. بسم الله. I want to talk to you about New Year's resolutions. I don't really do that. I don't know why. I always feel the same every year. Maybe it's my fault, but I don't exactly feel like so excited every new year. But this year I'm going to go ahead and do the New Year's resolution. My friend is trying to get me to do the whole 30, and I think I'm gonna do it because I really want to, and I really need to hit the gym again. First of all, I'll tell you why I was discouraged from going to the gym in the first place, because I didn't see results, and I would just go for like, I would feel so good after the hour, and then I would go the next day, and then I would go the next day, and then I would think, like, for me it's such a big deal, but physically I just wouldn't see the results, so it would be hard for me to maintain that momentum. But a few days ago, my husband and I took our boys, which are 3 and 2, to the mall, and I came back so exhausted and I could not move, and I'm like, I need the energy to be a mother. That's it. That's why I need to go to the gym. So I'm readjusting my intention, and I don't care about getting skinnier anymore, which I really would like to lose some weight. But if I cannot do that, at least I'm going to rejuvenate my intention. So I'm going to the gym to be a better mother. That's why I want to go to the gym, so I can keep up with my kids, so I'm not exhausted by the end of an outing or something like that. So yeah, and another thing is I'm gonna drink water. I have to tell you guys, I did like the 16 cup a day challenge for like 2 weeks, and let me tell you, my skin was just, it was just porcelain. It was so, not like porcelain white, but just like glowing, and I didn't want to wear makeup that time because I don't know, I just felt so good about my skin. It just felt so nice, and it felt so refreshing, and like other physical changes as well. Yeah, so I mean, drink water. And Hassan, he posted in my video about I forgot what I called it. Oh, what Muslims say. He posted a lot of useful information that you guys can check out about water. So a lot of factual scientific stuff that I have no interest in, but I know it's important, you know. Anyway, so yeah, so physically we need to work on ourselves. Mentally we need to work on ourselves. So many videos ago, which video was it? It was about our fitra, the miracle that lies within our fitra. And at the very end of the video, what did I tell you guys? I told you guys that I was going to do a challenge, a tasbih challenge, and it is very challenging. I did try to do it. It's very difficult. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo the tasbih challenge, and I'm going to really stick to it, and I'm really going to try to implement saying astaghfirullah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, like anything that is going to kind of just put my worldly desires, or my worldly, I don't know, I'm trying to look for the right word on hold, and I'm just going to think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the akhirah, and that's really, really, really something I want to do. So I want to work on the tasbih challenge as well. So anytime you're angry, anytime you're upset, anytime you're tempted to backbite, which is, I'm going to get into it, anytime you're tempted to backbite, just to say astaghfirullah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, there is no God but God, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. That really, really, really does presses the reset button on your emotions. It really does. And something I really want to tell you guys, this is something I do. I really feel the comfort and the solace of my sujood. And I don't know if I'm sure I've talked to you guys about this at some point or another, but anytime I'm upset, instead of picking up my phone and talking to someone, I'm going to make sujood and talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because honestly, that's where your heart is cradled, and that's where you feel good about. And Now, I also want to talk to you about backbiting, and I'm going to make a conscious effort that I work on that. I really want to work on that. Why? Because it's just not good for anyone. It's not good for me. It's not good for the person that I'm talking about, and it's definitely not good for the person that's listening. And I think I'm really sympathetic about this because I'm always worried that people talk about me. So I know how it is to be talked about, and I know it's something I have to work on. And my sister is very good at being the backbite police. It's very annoying, but she's pretty good at that. So you will have someone in your life that is good at that, and they will hold you back. But there's something I learned recently that really, really, really took a spin on my thinking, at my thought process, and I think it's very cool. And subhanAllah, this is not by a Muslim woman at all. I forgot her name, but I will, once I find it, I'll put her in the little subtitle thing. And basically, she was saying that in order to be a likable person, in order to be someone that is impressionable among others, that you should gush and not gossip. Gush and not gossip. That's what she said. She said the reason for that is that if you gush about someone, if you say like, oh my God, this person is this, in good ways, whatever you're saying that is positive about another person is going to immediately stick to you. Likewise, whatever you say about a bad person is going to stick to you. Okay, now back to my first example in the intro of this video, where I told you guys, think about a situation where you're talking to someone and you're just so passionate and you're so invested, and they're just like clinging to the smallest details that have nothing to do with why you're about to explode, right? It's happened to me, and I always get super annoyed. And then I'm just always like, Rula, just turn to Allah, and He's not going to ask you, what did this person wear, you know? I'm just kidding. It's not even fun, but anyway. So if you're telling someone a very impactful story, they're going to stop and they're going to focus on the details that are unsubstantial. Okay, and then whatever you say that's not good about the person, it's going to, so for example, you're talking about someone and you're saying, I don't like this person. They are really slow. They're really sloppy. They're so unorchestrated. I've never backbitten like this before. I'm just giving an example. All of those adjectives that you're using, all of those things that you're using to describe someone else, that person that you're talking to has not caught up with you in the story. So they're still lagging onto you talking and you using these adjectives. So their mind puts the adjectives and you together, and they pretty much throw out the rest. Because they don't even know the person. So whether or not they know that whatever you're saying is true or not, it's irrelevant. Whatever you say about someone else is going to stick to you in your, like, as a person. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. And I will put the link down below where I found that, because I thought that was so cool, so cool. And there's just so much hikmah and wisdom within our religion. And think about your New Year's resolution, and let's help each other into becoming better people physically. I don't know why I touched my brain when I said physically. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we should, you guys, I really need your help. If you guys are friends with me on Instagram or something like that, and you're following me on Instagram, please, I need your help to get me to the gym. Please get me to the gym, because I have not been there in months, and I think my instructor pretty much gave up on me. So I have not been to the gym in a while. And with that, I conclude. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Go ahead. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.